Hello there. Are you sitting comfortably? Good, then let us begin. So, in my last video, I went over a couple of things about Lord of the Rings, specifically focused upon the role of the Ring of Power. In this video, we're going to take a bit of a turn away from Lord of the Rings to the world of Harry Potter. Now, naturally, I am aware that there has been a lot of controversy and drama surrounding Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling as an author. And to put it frankly, I really do not care about any of that at all. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, and that's that. And there isn't anything anyone's going to do to change that. So, moving swiftly onwards, the slaves within the Harry Potter universe, house elves. Now, naturally, we are first introduced to house elves within the second book with the introduction of the character of Dobby. We later on find out that Dobby is very much an outlier within the world of house elves. He is, as far as canon is concerned, the only house elf to ever seek freedom. We are not told of any others, and all of the house elves that we meet within the story are quite content with the relationship and with their position within the world. This, however, naturally grinds against our capital L liberal sensibilities. We do not like the idea of slavery within modernity. We find it abhorrent, which, given we all want to be good, nice people, is understandable. However, within the world of Harry Potter, it is made expressly clear that house elves are quite content with their station in life, and they don't really want anything to change that. This is really brought to the fore when Hermione Granger sets out on her little spew campaign. She does all of the liberal rituals, trying to raise awareness for the poor, maltreated house elves of Hogwarts, and to free them. She goes around canvassing students to hopefully, somehow, by the magic of a petition, free the house elves. Naturally, because Hermione doesn't understand how power really works, and on top of not understanding how power doesn't work, she also doesn't really understand house elves. It falls completely flat on its face, and is quite an amusing ending for that little narrative arc. The ending of the narrative arc being that Hermione eventually does go and talk to the house elves of Hogwarts, and they basically tell her, go away, leave us alone, we have a good thing here, stop trying to blow it up. Which knocks Hermione for a loop, and I imagine knocks an awful lot of the readers for a loop if they sit and think about it for a little while, because the idea that someone would be happy without having any real freedom is completely and utterly anachronistic to just about every modern person, certainly in the West. We do not understand the idea that these creatures enjoy the circumstances in which they're living. But that's exactly what they do. They enjoy their lives of servitude. It gives them a fulfilled life as far as we can read and see. There is at no point any elf character other than Dobby that expresses a desire for freedom and that makes any strides to try to become free. Even Kreacher, when he is inherited by Harry Potter, does not long for freedom. He rails against it at points when Harry Potter occasionally thinks about freeing him. But Harry comes to realise that this would be a cruelty to free Kreacher, because it's not what he wants. He doesn't want to be free. He's lived a life in servitude to the black family, and the only time at which their relationship begins to change is when Harry Potter shows respect for the black family by handing him the locket. Which again, isn't a piece of clothing and doesn't set him free. So, with both Dobby and Kreacher, there is a clear master-slave relationship. However, with the house elves of Hogwarts, it's a little bit more complex. It isn't a direct slavery relationship. The house elves of Hogwarts are not slaves tied to Dumbledore's will. The house elves of Hogwarts function and act a lot more like serfs. They are tied to the castle of Hogwarts itself and whoever happens to own Hogwarts at that time. For all serfdom is slightly better than slavery, these are creatures that are enjoying their lives of serfdom. They know what they have to do. They know their purpose in life and they enjoy it. They live their purpose and they do it well. And they understand that Hermione Granger coming in and trying to effectively destroy their purpose, to destroy their life's work, is a catastrophe. It's a complete demolition of all order and their understanding of the world. They don't want her to come in and free them. They don't want freedom. They just want to serve the children of Hogwarts food. That's all they want. They have a good life, as far as they're concerned. They don't need money. They don't need to pay rent for their stay in Hogwarts. They just live in Hogwarts, cook food, and that's it as far as they're concerned. They don't want any additional complication. To free them would be to throw them into utter chaos. They would be removed from their life's work and thrown into the wide open world as utter pariahs as far as they're concerned. So, I think this is quite a nice place to finish up here. The elves in Hogwarts aren't slaves, they're serfs. And not only are they serfs, they are serfs that are happy with their station in life. Unfortunately, most of the readers of Harry Potter would probably take the same approach that Hermione does, in that they would try to free them against their will. Because we don't actually stop and ever ask, does everybody want the system of liberalism? Is it comfortable for everyone? And the answer, as we've found out in a lot of the world at this point, is quite simply no.